Welcome back to Taking It to the Pitch. I am your host, Ledeas, and joining me, as always,
IronMaster, and joining me today is our fancy guest, Puckstop over here. Say hi.
Hello. How's everyone?
Doing pretty good. Yeah, I have decided that IronMaster is our head of talent. He always seems to find fun guests.
I don't know about fun, but we'll try.
Yeah. So, starting today, I think we should look at Division 7.
Well, you're correct in both accounts.
I guess I am, but we're going to be doing a special thing today with Path to the Playoffs, because Herringsworth definitely wants us to talk about it.
Well, he does also want us to write it up.
Yep, but we're going to talk about it first, because this is something everyone should see in our decision.
Can I just... Are you looking at Division 7's leaderboard?
Yep.
So look at number 7.
What?
I
don't think a concede team should have 4 wins.
Yeah, somebody dropped out, so they had, I guess, to put something in its place, and, I mean, they were in 7th place.
That concede team will be told myths and legends of.
Yep.
I mean, it's not as good as the Death Roller who got a touchdown based off a concede win, with his no hands. But it's still pretty good.
Just ran over the ball and got stuck on the spikes.
Yeah.
So I was taking a look at Division 7 last night, where you're talking about our path to victory, and it is not going to be very easy, in my opinion, to figure out what is going to happen, because with all the concede wins, it really messes things up. But I think if you take a look at Week 12, me personally, I think this is where Division 7 is going to be decided.
Yeah, especially since it's a first versus second.
Right.
If Oil Miners win, they're going to be tied, but then they have the head-to-head tiebreaker.
Well, it depends on how the tiebreakers are done. I've always been...
I believe it's head-to-head first, and then it's TD differential.
I always thought it was a friendly. If at the end of the season, the game, Bitter Soggies has 33 points and Oil Miners has 33 points, then they will have to have a friendly again, and the winner will be the one who goes to the playoffs.
That'd be actually kind of cool to have for just a friendly and not affect the playoffs, but a showdown.
Yeah. But
now the game may decide that person A or person B is in first place, but if their win-loss point thing that comes out tied, I think they have to have a friendly playoff.
It could be.
So Oil Miners has to beat Bitter Soggies, and if I'm correct, and then they continue leading and dominating, then they would have to have another game.
Yeah. So actually, I think if they tie, and then after that, Oil Miners gets a win while Bitter Soggies lose, I think that's the other way that he can get to the tied points. But
if
still
Bitter Soggies was going to lose more than once, I think they would have already done that. Well, they lost their first game in the season, and then undefeated since.
Yeah.
Who do they play on Week 13? No name yet, so they do have to go up against the Orc team.
Yeah. So both teams are actually going to have a interesting fight, because it's going to be the top 2 fighting it out, and then it's going to be Oil Miners versus Lords of Decay, and then no name yet versus the Bitter Soggies.
A little private 3-way battle between the 3 of them in the last 2 weeks.
Well, yeah. I don't think anyone can... Let's say one of them has to... Well, I guess they could draw. If they draw, then that's going to ruin Pig Sofa.
Yeah.
Pig Sofa can only tie after that. But yeah, so it's going to be a rough one.
If he ties both his games, I'm pretty sure Knockoff gets it, right? If Pig Sofa ties both?
Yeah, I mean, if Bitter Soggies loses both his games, he still has 30 points right now.
Yeah.
Now, sorry guys, Oil Miners is actually, I forgot to say this, they actually have 8 wins right now because they're against Concede team. Don't know if you're already planting that in for everybody.
I was not actually, so thank you.
30 points versus 27 points for the top 2. So that's why we're always saying
once he gets the win, he'll be at 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be 1 full game behind the Norse. So that's what I'm saying.
I hope he beats. I think that was actually Rotten Concede. No, Whirling Dervishes.
Yeah, I hope he beats them. It's going to be a rough game.
Yeah, so rough that he just
guaranteed at least it's guaranteed at least a playoff, or not a playoff, but like a tie break.
Yeah. But so we're gonna start taking our picks. It's really the top 2, I'd have to say, because sadly, no name yet is. It's just in too hard of a spot to do, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
with the top 2 competing, they at least have to have 1 draw between them for the
18,
lowest amount of
19,
points.
20, 21, 22.
Can't beat that. No.
Even if No Name, who has 22 points right now, wins both his games, he's at 28, and he will not beat Bitter Sagis.
Yeah, so it's just between the 2 of them.
And do you want to go first?
I'm gonna stick with Bitter Sagis because he's had that Palm Norseman the whole time. He has Griff now. It's pretty cool.
He has Griff now? I think I need to take a look at that team.
You're gonna have to see it because it's pretty mental.
Are you talking about the strength up, agility up, berserker?
Yep.
Gotcha.
Ouch!
It's almost Griff.
I am glad I'm not in this division with that.
Yeah. So.
I am choosing Pig Sofa. I think he's going to beat Bitter Sagis and force that friendly face-off.
Yep. I mean, I'd like to see it. It's just, it's a hard fight up there.
No doubt. And
yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say is, if he can make it as well, I think that gives him a little extra credence as well, because remember, Pig Sofa's had to play every game up to this week. Now, I don't know if Bitter Sagis has had any admin wins. I'm scrolling back through the weeks right now, taking a look. But nothing is jumping out right off the bat. Oh my. 4 win over Chaos Colonials. That was brutal.
He had to get a concede win against the ticket team.
The what? Yeah.
Loser ticket team.
Week 5 he had.
So he's only had 1. He actually got to play the Sunken Crypt Lords when they were a team.
So
wait. I think they were the ones that stayed, maybe?
Sunken Crypt Lords, yeah, they're still with us.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was... Who am I thinking about that dropped out then?
It's hard. One of the rat teams.
Oh, yeah.
That was doing really well and then just, doop, quit.
My bad, man.
It's all right.
I think that's Redbeard. My bad.
It's nice to see the 2 teams at the top, the ones that aren't getting a bunch of admin wins. They actually, like, it's more like they earned it. Not anything against the admins teams, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, when you beat another human, you more earn it, kind of thing.
Both of them, yeah, it looks like both of them have each had 1 admin victory all the way through. Oil Miners is getting his this week, and Bitter Sagis had his on week 5. They do not get a free one for the rest of the game. They have to play each other week 12, and like we said, now that also means that Oil Miners has to beat Lords of Decay. So realistically, Callisti can really mess up his future.
Yeah.
But I think he can do it. I mean, he's shown that he can beat everyone in the division, or at least tie them.
Yep.
But that was my pick. Puckstop, do you have a...
I think I'm going to go with Bitter. Yeah. Just because he's in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah. The only thing that's going to be his downfall is 2 AV9 teams that are just going to be able to mess him up with his AV7. So
Yeah,
I still think he's got it with that record, though. Being 3 points ahead is a lot right now.
Yeah, all he has to do is really survive this week and then go. He doesn't even have to play for a win next week. He can just play stall ball and go for a tie against Pig Sofa.
Yeah.
And I know ties.
But that's an interesting thing to see. So.
Yeah, that's really cool. It's coming down to the final week, possibly.
Almost there. About to hit playoffs, guys.
Oh, boy.
Where has this season gone?
Well,
so you want to look at all the teams before we go off?
I don't think we should this time because, I mean, there's not been a lot of change, and the 3 teams that could be affected by the change haven't got their points yet. How about we take a look at the schedule real quick and just see how this week shaped up?
We still have 3 concede things going to players. So
the Lizard team and the High Elf team had a 1-1 tie. I was taking a quick look at the game. It is a very quiet game. If you take a look at the statistics.
You're just saying that there's a little scoreboard Discord chat.
What game was this?
The Innsmouth Lookers.
Oh, okay.
And fell with Kodadal.
Hey, I think we're almost there to pronouncing it.
And if not, he can come on and tell us how it's supposed to sound.
Well, yeah.
But take a look. I mean, the Innsmouth Lookers had 45 blocks, 2 KOs, only 1 injury. The High Elves had 31 blocks with 2 injuries. It's a 1-1 tie. The Elves have 3 extra SPP. I'm going to assume, well, it's the pass and the extra injury. So, you know, just nothing spectacular happened. Just good, fundamental Blood Bowl.
I find it kind of interesting, the ball possession stat. So,
yeah.
Considering it was a 1-1 tie.
He turtled up and couldn't get forward.
Yeah, true, but it means he knocked the ball loose in the other half then. Because what team is it? The Elves only had the ball for like 12% of the game.
Well, that probably means they just scored really quickly.
Yeah.
True.
With a total ball possession of 80%, then that means, 1 out of 5 turns, it was just laying on the ground.
Yep.
So yeah, I like it. I think it's interesting. I think that says a lot about both coaches coming into this and you know, fighting. The skink loner got the MVP but did not get the job, so
ouch. That always sucks when your loner gets the MVP.
And it looks like the Innsmouth Lookers might have been the lower TV going into this. Yeah, he might have wanted to buy. Well, I don't know if he had enough money or not. He may not have enough money, but he has 60K. Isn't that enough to buy a?
Yep, 60K is just enough. He couldn't ruin the naming scheme, I think.
Oh, you people and your naming schemes. Don't get me wrong, I like it, but sometimes you just got to bite the bullet and take the new player.
No, you go naming scheme all the way. You can't do it.
Yeah.
Well,
Puckstop, ruin my immersion.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
It'll ruin my immersion if the naming scheme's wrong.
Calm down, MXR. What, is there a team here that draws your attention?
I kind of want to look at Callista's team, just because they're set up to be the spoiler.
Okay.
Plisty Mayas.
Yeah. Remedial class teaching orcs to die. New team motto for night now.
I like it.
He's going to be missing his Storm Vermin with agility up, so that's going to be a bit of a pain. Because he's just 2 away from leveling up. And that means 1 more roll for Claw and stuff. You know, maybe make him mobile guard.
That's going to be a real pain in the neck.
But yeah.
Because he really needs that against Pig Sofa.
Real bit. So.
Yeah, it's hard to lose the strength like that.
No. The
Well,
good thing is, though, that all his other gutters are actually working.
And he's got the blodging thrower now.
I mean, I like it.
That's a new addition, the dodge.
Yeah. So he's rolled some doubles.
I wonder.
I know it's.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I insist.
I wonder if his next level up, as long as it's nothing special, if he'd go dump off.
I actually wouldn't mind that.
And that way you.
The only problem is it's still AG3, but he has passed, so.
It's true, and not only is it AG3, but you're looking at realistically a 50-50 toss.
Yeah.
Because someone will be in your tackle zone.
Yeah, so it'd have to be dump off and then like nerves of steel if you really want to do it.
I think by that time you've already invested too much into that guy, but I don't know. My idea was you use him as a ball carrier and a distraction, and then bloop out to one of the gutter runners when they come after you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, he's obviously getting some SPP on him, so
yeah.
If he likes using them, he can use them.
Would you guys go with the big hand for the first pickup for doubles on the gutter runner?
On that one, sure. Because that's just going to be that guy who snatches it up off the ground and runs away.
Right. He has the wrestle and the strip ball, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, I missed that. He already has that. I was thinking like two heads for diving around stuff.
Two heads is really strong, but I think he was looking for a movement up before doing it two heads maybe, just so it could be like a one-turner that has the good stuff.
That works. I completely missed that he already had a strip ball wrestle guy.
I think Warp Skitter, if he makes it to another level, should maybe go leap. So that he can leap into places, grab that ball, or grab the ball and leap out. It'll become very difficult to stop doing what he needs to do.
Yeah.
Or just a standardized sure hands.
Yeah, sure hands would be really nice. Just be like scooping it up for free.
Yeah, this is my ball now.
Yeah. Sad thing is, ones do still happen. So
well, he still has 11 players. He still has enough money to replace a lot of his bench if he wanted to. He may go into the next game with Pig Sofa as this 150K. Well, let's take a look at his team value. What is it, 1260 against the Oil Miners 1760? Yeah,
he's going to get a lot.
He's got technically 550K worth of value for inducements, so he could get some of those star players. I don't know enough about Skaven to know if that's worthwhile or not.
They have Skitter, which is just another gutter runner with stab. They have one guy that's really good would be what's that rat with claw?
Well, don't they have a big rat?
Well, he is strength 4. It's Glart, Smash Ripper. Glart is really good. He's claw, strength 4, and he dies a lot, but it's cool.
What I meant is, don't they have an ogre, a rat ogre without some of the bad sides of being a rat ogre? But I may be wrong.
What I know.
Be nice to have that pillar, because he doesn't actually have an ogre right now.
I don't think he's going to get one either.
Yeah.
Let's take a quick look at Pig Sofa or the Oil Miners and see. Yeah, all his dudes are healthy, and he's going to be rolling in cash.
Would you even take the ogre just because you're going to lose the strength game?
No, I wouldn't.
No, I mean like for the star player or merc.
You mean like picking it up even as a mercenary? No, I wouldn't. I personally wouldn't.
I don't think I would either. You just lose the strength game regardless against that dwarf team.
Do you think he should just take like Morgenthor? Because I think he still has access to him.
I've never had a lot of good times with Morgenthor. I have very little exposure to him. So either I don't know how to use him real well, or he is bloat-tastic and not that great.
I mean, he does his job very well, but why pick up a strength piece if you're just going to lose the strength regardless?
Yeah, I mean, the 3.5, and I'm counting the Death Roller as a half guard. 3.5 guard is really going to slow you down no matter what you do. He's got a strength up runner. He's got 2 Troll Slayers who have a shot at matching anyone's strength. and then he's got 1, 2, 3, 4.5 Mighty Blow.
I might consider it on a team that's not dwarves, but it'll be too easy to take Morg down with the Dauntless and the Death Roller, and plus the guard.
And now he has.
Well, the nice thing about Morg is just he has block already, so you can't just red dice him. But I know the Death Rollers are going to just 2 dice him normally, but they don't have block, so it's okay.
Yeah,
So.
but what is Morgan Thorg's strength?
6.
Okay,
So
so
he's already losing to the Death
4,
Roller.
5, 6, 7. It's going to take at least 3 guards near him.
Yeah. And Dauntless on him is going to be a 4+? So
Yeah, now
It's gonna be
Dauntless
rough.
against that would be rough, but he has the strength 4 runner who, with 3 of his guarding friends, can take care of it.
yeah.
I just put the Death Roller right next to him and roll over Morg a bunch.
And hope.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, I think that really kind of covers Division 7. It's funny, when first 2-3 weeks, our recaps went pretty quick because the teams were new, and now the recaps are going pretty quick because, well, the season's about done.
Yeah.
This one, Division 6, is going to be a little bit more of a headache.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
the best
Quite
division.
showing.
The best division in the whole rel.
well, I
My
mean,
totally unbiased opinion.
there are 4 admin games this week with Phobiax dropping out.
Yeah, that's mine.
Wow.
So, Phobiax, Olive Garden, Please Don't Murder Me, and Knights of Court and Panda getting a free win. Then next week, it's the Olive Garden and Treetop Cops getting a free win. And week 13, Rebel Rousers getting a free win, and they're in contention to be one of the playoffs. Knights get a second win. So the Knights are getting 2 wins in the next 2.5 games. And then they have to go up against...
Wait.
I don't think the Knights are in contention, though.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
Well, let me look again real quick.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Even if they win... Yeah, they win this week, which I'm counting as the half.
They win the next 2, they're still not even in first.
They're
even
not.
if
I
Havoc
mean,
doesn't do
they're
anything.
facing you, so they're probably just going to tie.
Oh, completely.
Yeah, you're right, because even if he wins all 3, he's 8-1, and that does not beat Havoc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the only admin one that has any...
Rebel Rousers.
Yeah.
So where do you think the cutoff is then?
Thick,
Well,
rich,
I don't
and creamy.
I don't think my 6 ties are going to get me up there.
No, thick, rich, and creamy can't do it either. Olive Garden.
Yeah, that looks about right.
Yeah.
Technically, if Olive Garden wins 2 and Big Green Weenies lose 2, they would be tied, and that'd be a playoff. And that's assuming that no one else beats them.
Yeah, that's a very hard climb, but possible, but not very likely.
Yeah. And Cheer
Cheer
Dog's
Dog
also
and-
having a hard time. It actually might not even be able for these other teams to get in. But it looks very nice with the statistics up here saying, like, people actually won games and it wasn't, like, just the same guy winning every game. So that's cool.
Yeah, this division's actually been a lot of fun. There's been a pretty good skilled teams in it.
Yeah.
I didn't know what I'd get coming in. This is my first year in the league, so I didn't know what I'd get, but it's been pretty fun.
A lot of characters here too. We've had a few guests from this division, and just people willing to go out on a limb. So I love it. Well, no game really kind of stands out. Thick, Rich, and Creamy beat Treetop Cops 2-1, and then you had a 1-1 tie between the Rebel Rousers and the Urban Achievers, and the Big Green Weenies beat the Elves.
Just shut down the elves.
Well, I mean, a 1-0 means they got shut down in reverse, too.
Yeah.
But no injuries, no kills. The Orcs got 1 KO. How did the Orcs get 1 KO with all that Mighty Blow?
Yeah,
Not being able to punch him, I guess.
I saw the discussion after the game in the Discord, and it was just my Mighty Blow was doing nothing, but the other guy couldn't pick up the ball. It was just one of those games.
I'm clicking the wrong orc team.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be looking at Big Green Weenies real quick.
Look at that bank.
So-
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's where all his TV is right now. That's 170. So really, this team is
Time to hire and fire your apothecary 3 times or something.
Or put it in a stadium.
Well, you might as well just upgrade his stadium. I think level 3 isn't
Sure.
that hard.
You do want to keep a little bit of bank just in case things go bad.
Yeah. He probably wants to. Does he have any big matches coming up? Like, because he might as well just scum a wizard off it at this point.
Well, he's going up against the Lebowski Urban Achievers next week, which is going to be a bit of a telling game, and he's got to win it if he wants to hold on, and Lebowski has to win it if he wants to advance.
And then he has Treetop Cops, which are having a rough season.
Yeah. So my answer to this would be he should probably fire and hire an apothecary a bunch of times because he wants a wizard.
Well, Lebowski has enough to just buy a wizard as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11. And he has exactly 11 players at the moment because he is missing one of his Mighty Blow, Beastman. So it is time for the rug to stand up and become something.
I can't wait.
Rug's actually been fielded every time. I've watched a couple of the games, and he's putting them right up on the line, and he's just wanting to wild animal a lot.
Oh. Hey, you know what? I know a lot of people are down on the Minotaur, but let it eat your ones. You know, wild animal all you want, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine is a big friendly giant.
Yeah. But he has gotten some Kaz SPP in there.
Well, did you notice that on the Big Green Weenies, he got a pylon blitzer, but he
Yes,
added
I
a
did.
Mighty Blow to one of his guard black orcs?
Yeah, I didn't agree with that one. I think that should have been blocked there.
I was about to say, don't most people go block first?
Yeah. I think Mighty Blows to speed it up, but it's just a really awkward thing with that now. For having to wait for that one extra level to get blocked and then everything ties in better.
I guess he did not get the goblin he was teasing you about.
No.
How dare he?
The only person that appeases me is like Cheese Tactics. I've seen him do it, and also the Olive Garden, because the Olive Garden's cool.
I did buy the Minotaur for you, man.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just for you. That was the only reason.
Really?
No.
Okay. I was about to say, that was a terrible reason. Well, why don't we take a look at your team and you tell us some about it?
Yeah.
All right. The King of the Ties.
With 6 of them, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've had interesting season. Probably half those ties should be wins, but then I get stuff like an ogre dodging out of a tackle zone into 2 tackle zones, making 2 GFIs to 1 dice my pal, my guy, on the last turn for the ball to scatter onto his blitzer so his blitzer runs away.
That's
been my
oddly
season, and-
specific.
I know. I clearly remember it, because how do you forget a play like that? And you're just standing there going, yep, that just happened. And you can't do anything but laugh.
You should perhaps record that and put that up, because somebody's ogre might just end up becoming a new star.
Yeah.
If I thought about it, I would have done it, but too late now. The game's not in replay, I don't think.
It's in your memory.
Yeah.
No one
Oh.
else can access it, but you or the coach you played against could.
Ooh, okay. No, I'm doing that.
So, how long have you had your Minotaur?
2 games since
2?
Havoc. I got him just before I played Havoc.
Has it done anything for you?
It stood there and looked pretty.
So it's taking a punch from time to time.
No, it's inflicted 3 injuries last game and 2 KOs. So I got 5 knockouts in the last match with him.
He's at least studying people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 KOs and 3 stuns. That is pretty good.
Yep.
Yep. So what's your level up thing you're thinking on doing him?
On the Minotaur?
The Minotaur, yep.
Well, Claw, if I can get a double, that would be really nice.
Yeah.
But, actually, I don't know if I'd go Claw or Block. Probably Block.
Yeah, I think I like Block as the first doubles roll on him.
Yeah. I'd probably take a look and see what I see next season. And just save the level up. See what teams I face next year.
Jump up.
Yeah.
Then pile on.
Scary, man.
You need to pile on first.
I'll seriously consider it. Let's go with that.
I'm just saying his jump up works on a 3+. That's a free get off the ground and punch somebody.
Or I could go Block and not go on the ground.
Yeah, but if you're going pile on, you're going on the ground anyways.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I like how your blockers, you've got 3 of them that are doing the Lord's work and then 3 lazy asses.
Well, the one guy, he's died twice.
Version
the third
3?
version. Yeah. Same as my Bull Centaur's version 2.
The Boat Lord.
Yep. Hey, you got a level on a Bull Centaur finally, man.
Oh my god, finally. That involved a passing play from a Chaos Dwarf to a Bull Centaur to get the ball to him so I could at least get a level up.
That's crazy.
Oh no, sorry, it was a star player handoff to a Hobgoblin to run up and throw
That's a little
medium
better.
distance to a Bull Centaur.
He's throwing the distance.
He's throwing the speed.
Yep.
I like Hobgoblins. I know a lot of people don't, but dude, if you ever get a doubles on a Hobgoblin, I highly suggest Hail Mary Pass. It will not win the game, but it is hilarious.
Actually,
you're not scoring either.
That actually probably would have won a couple games for me because I would have just thrown the ball deep in their end
And
at the end of the second half.
How confidently you can move your Bull Centaurs around teams. Get them behind, and then there goes the ball way over in the future. You know.
Yeah, I'd like to point out Tom, my dirty player block Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Has now got 3 MVPs and 3 touchdowns. One of those touchdowns is not from an admin game.
Oh, so he's been fed most of his SPP.
Completely.
Nice.
In one admin game, he got the MVP and both touchdowns.
That's funny. Well, Hammock Genie there should make a pass sometime soon.
Yeah, he just got the MVP last game.
Gotcha. And then Mango version 2, he's not too far away. Those you got, is that Lechakar?
Lechakar.
Yeah, he's one away.
Yeah, I know the team's building up slower than I hoped for, but it's building.
Well, your fan factor is 5, so that's not too bad either.
Yeah, it helps drawing all the games. It never goes down.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a look at your final few games.
I've got the admin game as soon as the season rolls, the league rolls over.
Yep. So, for what you maybe do or do not know, everyone watching, is that we're going to actually have a little tournament at the end of the season if you're not re-rolling, from my knowledge. That's going to be like a Swiss format. So you're going to get your 4 spin games that way now, and we're going to get rid of the normal system we had for last season.
Gotcha.
So that's in the pipeline from what I heard.
You are going up against the Knights.
Ooh. That'll be a fun game.
And then you're going up against Jimmy Burrito.
Ooh. I like this.
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting games because right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah. So could you make sure to demolish Jimmy Burrito, because he was my first pick because I thought he was going to win it all, and he didn't, man.
I'll do what I can. I'll blame you on everything too. I'll let him know exactly what you said.
That's rough, man. You're like, hey, you're going to be a disappointment. Go ahead and die.
He made me look bad, man.
No.
Yeah.
Burn it with fire.
I picked the Knights, and they did.
Love you, Jimmy.
I'm not mad about I love you, Jimmy. I picked the Knights. He's done okay. I mean, 5 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses. You can't be too mad about that. It's still a winning season.
I do like his name of his team and his coach name as well. They're pretty solid names.
Yeah.
But easily the best team in here, in my completely unbiased opinion, is TeamSpeak Crew.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It takes real skill to tie every single game.
So,
Yeah.
in your unbiased, perfect opinion, who do you think's going to win Division 6 that isn't you?
Oh, what? I can't pick myself. Havoc, I think, has got this.
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's going to be Rebel Rousers. I wanted to say Havoc, but I think Rebel Rousers has an easier lead up for it. So if I remember correctly, he just has some better games coming up.
Well, I am actually going to cheat and take a look at what I picked. Rebel Rousers has a free win, and they face off against a high elf team of Please Don't Murder Me. Please Don't Murder Me is the only team in this division that has scored more than 2 points, and they've done it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I don't like that team. They ruined my identity of the unwinnable, unbeatable.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he scored 4-0 at least once, if not... Or not 4-0, but he scored 4 touchdowns at least.
I think that was a
twice.
game.
Hi. It was on me.
Yeah, you were 4-1, and he went 3-something against someone as well. 3-1 against the Lebowski's.
Treetops Cups?
Yep.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, he took advantage of a couple of my mistakes, and he's a pretty good coach.
And he went 4-0 against Treetop Cops. So he has 3 games where he scored more than 3 or more points. He's the only person in this division to do that. So I think he has the ability to beat Rebel Rousers.
He does,
he definitely does. Be interesting to see, because Rebel doesn't have a lot of tackle, does he?
Well, let's take a look at him.
he should, because he's human, so he should have about 2. But
And he has none.
he has none.
So he can...
Ooh.
He can... I don't know if there's any star player available to humans that have tackle. Well, they have Zug, Griff, and Morg. That's it. When the halflings come out, they'll get the halfling guy.
What, Pudgy?
Yeah, so that you can actually do something with your ogre now.
Yeah.
But the two
Well, you can always get Brick and Grotty.
not with humans, you can't.
Not? No.
He's chaos.
Ah.
Yeah, my knowledge of star players you can get are not very good.
Yeah, but he's
guys,
definitely got the catcher that can carry him up through this with that,
that is
9 movement.
kind of crazy. That's a new addition, isn't it?
Yeah. I like it.
The movement plus catcher?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a slippery catcher.
Yeah, he goes sprint, then sure feet, and he's 1 square away from touchdown every given line.
I mean, right now he's still 2 squares away, and that's really easy to do. So
Legends were told on my team for 8 movement, let alone 9. Good old 4 movement dwarfs.
Yeah. But if Dr. JVP knows how to do a 1-turn, he's definitely going to be doing it. If he doesn't, it's time to learn.
I'm pretty sure in our game he attempted it, but got it both down instead of a push.
And
that's rough.
Let's take a look at Please Don't Murder Me.
He's
Once
really
again,
developed
don't
since
like
he's
that
actually
team.
scoring.
Well, his sidestep blitzer is out for a game. But other than that, he seems to be doing all right. Now, you said you just played him. How much of an advantage is that Nerves of Steel catcher?
Oh, it was brutal. I couldn't keep that thing down, and I had to devote one of my hobgoblins to keep that thing, and then that opened up holes in my defense, and he just ran right through.
Yeah, that sounds rough. Really annoying too.
Oh yeah, the game started off with a fan invasion, which was our pitch invasion.
Yeah.
He had like 4 people knocked down, and I think I had 1, but it opened up a hole, and he just ran through like 6 guys.
Oh my goodness, look at the SPP for that. Everybody was throwing a pass. Everyone was catching a pass.
Yeah, he was doing that. He was very good about farming it.
Wow.
Yeah, when 8 players all got at least 1 point, that's a good day.
It's a lot of throws.
I think Luke Sama here is going to beat Rebel Rousers. Rebel Rousers is a good team. He's been doing great all season. I mean,
24 SPP off that match. Wow.
He's only lost one game, and he's drawn 3-1-7. So, and who did he lose to? Boom, 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 boom. Going through the line.
He lost to Thick, Rich, and Creamy.
Big Green. He lost.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking at Please Don't Murder Me. Whoops.
Rebel Rousers lost to Big Green Weenies in their first game at the beginning, and technically it was a concede because he couldn't make it, I guess.
Oh,
that's probably why we thought he was an admin game for the long time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he came in late to the league because he was on vacation or something.
That's fair. He may have inherited that loss.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he has been doing super well. You can't praise him enough for what he's been doing.
Yeah, considering you start a season late,
and
or
then,
start a game late, and
then not lose any game you've ever played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I just think Please Don't Murder Me can outrun the humans.
I'm pretty sure he's the one who had the dodging ogre with me.
Since he's probably the only human in that division, I'm
pretty sure that was him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Team Vloopadoops was there for a little while, but they dropped out.
I'm still saying, bro,
I never actually played them.
My pick because he doesn't have to go against Sherdog again.
Well, I'm going to go with Havoc. I think he can hold this down if. Let's see. This week he's played already. So he has to go up against Lebowski, and then he has to go up against Treetop Cops. And no shade thrown to the Treetop Cops. I don't know if you're going to be able to handle.
Yeah, he's had a rough season.
Now his tree and his second War Dancer are both getting a level up.
Is that the one with the tree multiple block?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if he rolls doubled and gets block, he is going to be a lot of fun, but we know that Big Green Weenies has the Mighty Blow to harm AV7. They have the block and the guard to neutralize what amazingness that tree can do. It's going to be a rough game for him.
Yeah. So I think that Treeman block would be nice. Also,
grab.
Would you do grab or guard?
In this case, with the way with the two teams he has to go up against, I think I would go grab nowadays.
Yeah, grab on the line of scrimmage to pull a dude in for a gang foul or something.
Yep.
Or just to keep him close to the tree if the tree takes root.
Right.
Then what do you think this other War Dancer should do? I think he should get strip ball on him.
Well, yeah, I guess it really depends on what he gets, but he's been using the thrower, so I hate to say it, but catch might be a good idea as well. Now look at his other catcher. He's got Nerves of Steel catcher as well. No, your strip ball, I mean, strip ball is a way to go. Definitely.
Wow, that thrower is actually throwing 6 passes.
Woo! Yeah, he's going to have 3 loners in the next game.
Yeah, but the only person he's losing is a kick. I mean, that kind of matters.
That's true.
He should have fired that lineman.
I don't think he can afford to.
The one with the AV6?
Oh, that one? Yeah, I would probably... He's got to level up, but I'd probably fire him just to get the loner.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to use rerolls on the lineman, mostly.
Well, I mean...
And it's going to hurt you on the numbers game.
He's going up against Mighty Blow everywhere. He is going to be gone. I mean, what do you have to roll, a 5 or better to break his armor?
Yeah, it's very, very low. Better than 50%.
No, you have to roll a 6 or better.
Oh yeah, but with Mighty Blow, 5 becomes a 6, or am I wrong?
Well, yes, but you can't tie the armor value.
You got to beat it. So he's got to roll a 6 or better.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Still not hard.
No, not at all. So it's going to be a rough day for him. Now he has Isn't it funny how these Wood Elves, a lot of times, they have like 4 or 5 really great players, and then that's their team?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Yeah,
Now, that
that's the
catcher
War
also
Dancer
rolled
syndrome.
doubles, if you just saw that. And he got Nerves of Steel, too.
Right.
So, that's going to be interesting. Just seeing how... I think this is the only league where I've seen 2 in a starting season. People get Nerves of Steel.
We need to have a talk about Nerves of Steel, everyone. It's not as good coming from a dwarf player.
Yeah.
Stop taking it. It makes it annoying.
I know Metal is not... A lot of people are not a big fan of it because they always say Nerves of Steel is the skill that you have when things go wrong.
Yeah.
And I always have replied that it's Blood Bowl. Things always go wrong.
It's also nice to have just that threat in the back line. I had to run a dude around in my game against Don't Murder Me just to cover him.
Yeah. So, that's interesting.
But yep, what was your pick, Puckstop?
For the win in the playoffs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So I think we only get one in this division, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Havoc.
Okay.
So,
I see the trick here. I think we're just going with number 1 and calling that's the winner, right?
no, I sat down and crunched some opportunities here. If Rebel Rousers was not going up against Please Don't Murder Me, I think he would have had a shot at it.
Yeah, and I'm also going with I've played both of them. The Dr. J, I think I should have won, and Havoc beat me clean. Or it tied me clean. So I'm going with Havoc just because in our games he did better.
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's always room for dice. I hope since we went ahead and recorded our picks, I hope Sure Dog does it though.
Me too. That'd be nice.
I think Sure Dog just really has a hard one considering he's like 2 wins behind first. So
who is he up against?
He's up against the Big Green Weenies next.
Oh, so that's a must-win.
Yep, that's a must-win, and then he has to
and then Elf
win
Street.
again.
Nightmare on Elf Street.
But the problem is, if Havoc loses twice, it goes to Rebel Rousers if he just wins.
Well, remember, Rebel Rousers is going to win.
Rebels has to get a win and a tie.
Well, he's getting a win no matter what.
Not true.
Week 13, he wins.
It'll be interesting in the last season if someone times their game for the end of the rollover just to see what the other team does, so he knows what he has to do.
Yeah. But we're almost there.
Yeah, man. Well, is there anything you're kind of looking forward to in the upcoming season there, Puckstop?
Maybe getting some levels on my Bull Centaur.
You're going to keep your team?
Yep, I'll probably keep them.
What about...
I only came into Blood Bowl like in November, so I just started playing it, so I don't think I can try to learn another team. I'm going to stick with what I know and hopefully do well.
What about you, IronMaster?
Well, I think that these teams are looking like they're shaping up, and I can't wait to see them in the next season. I mean, if they're not, they should totally go to the free agency and sell off any cool players they have or anything people would want.
I agree.
And always you can trade between people that are keeping the same team. So they should do that too.
Are we allowed to trade it for people in other divisions?
Yes, and other not only your other divisions, but the other leagues themselves. You know, if you find somebody in the Big O who...
Big O.
Exactly.
So just putting it out there, any Chaos Dwarf coaches, I'm open for business. I'm a buyer.
Yeah, he wants the Bull Centaurs, guys.
Yeah.
He wants them.
All of them. Or the Minotaur. The crazy that's rolled like 3 double Minotaurs or something. I know he's out there. I'm searching.
Yeah, but if that guy has that guy, he's not selling him.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So we have about 20 teams between the two divisions. What kind of a reroll rate you think we're going to get, IronMaster?
I think about 40% are going to reroll.
So you think 8 out of the 20 are going to reroll?
Yeah. That's mostly just because some people like their team or they played like Chaos, and they're like, well, I got to stay with the team and finally get the payoff instead of not winning a lot for no reason.
Right.
But
I actually would think it would be lower. I'd say like the other divisions, the ones that have established teams, might have a little bit higher of a reroll just because they're getting tired of their team. But
yeah,
for the new teams and stuff, it's just been one season in. Unless you've been like absolutely destroyed this season, I think most people will stick with it.
well, the only reason I say 40 is because this is where you're also at the point of, I didn't actually put too much into this team yet. I can switch over and not lose too much.
How much do you think we're just going to lose to attrition? I'm done. I don't want to do this again.
That's probably going to be like a bunch, I think.
I think most of those teams are already out. The ones that attritioned out or real life came up, I think we've already lost this far into the season.
I think
Most
for
of the
these
teams
two,
now.
there's at least 4 more that aren't coming, I think. Because some people are good sports and they'll finish out a season and then just be done.
True. I'll be back for the next season. I have a whale this season.
Yep. It's good to hear. What do you think, Ledeas?
I do think we're going to lose some people because, I mean, I've seen a guy who was at the top of his division not come back. And, I mean, he may have been the 1 out of 13, but it happens. I think we're going to probably see more people quit than we see re-roll. I do think the people who do stay are going to keep their teams just for what Puckstop said. You know, I didn't put all this effort in. I'm going to see the payout.
Yeah, and we might get a lot more people now because the Legendary Edition will bring in a lot of newer players.
Yep. We'll have to see. But I think
It'll be
that's
interesting.
it.
All right. Well, would you like to wrap us up, IronMaster?
Yep. So this has been Taking It to the Pitch, and we just covered 6 and 7 for Path to the Playoffs edition. And thanks to Ledeas and Puckstop here, we had a good recap, and I hope you enjoyed it, guys.